episode of Creative Writing Advice with me, JJ Barnes, author of How to Write a Story, which is out now online. I put all the links below and you can find it there. This is my Monday episode of my YouTube show, and on Monday I do Ask Me Anything. So I get sent questions all through the week. I put them all into this bag. Now I took a week off last week. I couldn't film last week for various reasons. So I haven't done this for a week, so there's a bit of a backlog in here. And yeah, what I do, I take them at random. I answer them as honestly as possible. I get them sent in. I get comments on here. I get them sent on social media. I get them sent anonymously on Ask FM. I just put them all together. I mix them up, so I never know what's going to come out. Some are older, some are newer, and I do my best to answer as honestly as possible. And sometimes that's really difficult because sometimes what I get asked is challenging or strange. But I do my best, so I'll dig them through, I'll start, and we will see what happens. Alright. Okay. You said you pick your nails, but you have long nails, ? I do pick my nails. I do have long nails. Oh, there's a bit of makeup on that one. But they're fake. they are fake nails. they are press-ons. If I don't wear my fake nails, then I pick my nails mercilessly. So I wear fake ones a lot of the time, and not always for vanity. Like when I'm doing this, it's kind of for vanity's sake because I want to look nice. But a lot of the time, if I'm not like doing anything where it actually matters, I do it to protect my fingers because otherwise I make myself bleed. So yes, I did say I pick my nails. I do have long nails, but it's because they're massively fake. Okay, let's see. What do you do when you write a villain that you're sure the audience will hate and they love the villain? I did a video last time about how to write a likeable villain, and I talked about Loki. But this is a really interesting question. If you intend your audience to hate the villain and they actually love them, it's never happened to me quite like that. But I wrote a villain in Emerald Wren and the Coven of Seven, and my editor's response to him was really interesting because obviously, like, he's a monstrous man. He's burning women alive, right? He's terrible. Like he's hunting women down. You spend time in scenes with him where he is setting women on fire. This is not a nice person, but he has a backstory and he has history and he's being manipulated. And at the end of the book, it was him that she had the particular emotional response to. Like, don't get me wrong, like, she wasn't like, the rest of the characters are shite. No, nothing like that, but it was Thaddeus that she had her emotional response to, and that fascinated me. She didn't love him in the Loki way. It wasn't like she loved him like people love Loki. It wasn't at all, and she felt all the things you're supposed to feel about them doing their monster. To be honest, I don't know if anyone else has had that same response to him, because normally if people talk to me about that book, they focus on the other stuff, like the characters and what goes on with them and the genie and everything. But maybe other people had that kind of emotional response to Thaddeus. But I've never written a villain that people are supposed to hate, but then they love in the Loki way. And I suppose if I did, then I'd have to do a sort of Loki-ish thing and just keep using them almost as a protagonist that comes back, even if they're set up as an antagonist, because that's really interesting. But so yeah, I haven't had that exact experience, but similar, like sort of adjacent experience. It's so hot in here. I tried to open the window, but a couple of like streets over, they've got a really big dog that they don't let inside, and it was just barking, right? If you woke up in a world that had never discovered coffee, what lengths would you go to discover it? What a hideous notion. Let me just have a sip of my coffee, just to cope with the stress of that idea. Right. If I woke up in a world and everything was the same, I'm assuming literally everything is the same, my life, my kids are there, like I haven't lost sort of, I'm not like in a strange world and I'm only noticing the absence of coffee. If everything else is exactly the same but coffee doesn't exist, well, that would be really hard. Like, do they have a good substitute for coffee? Do they have something else? I mean, God, what if they only have tea? What if they're like, tea is the same? No, it's not, Lord. I wouldn't be very good at going on a quest for coffee, because for one thing, I'm not particularly adventurous. I'm kind of a nervous homebod. I haven't got a lot of money to buy a plane ticket to go off traveling to find coffee beans. Like, I haven't got like adventurer's wealth to behind me. I would need to just keep like working and trying to make an income. I don't think I'd be able to go and discover coffee. I might like make a forum on the internet, a sort of, does anybody know where in the world these could be found, and I will pay you to send the beans to me. You know, then I don't know how to make coffee from like someone could send me beans and I'd be like, now do I oven them, I suppose. But I'm not very good at things. I'm very good at the things I'm good at, but other things bewilder me. So I don't know. I think I'd just become a desperate person who like chugs energy drinks or something. Maybe I would learn to like tea. No, I wouldn't. Not including series. What are your top 5 children's books? Not including series. Okay. Charlotte's Web. The Snail and the Whale. Not including series. Watership Down. Well, I suppose it's a children's book, isn't it? Oh, this is difficult. The words you see, like all the things that come to mind are like the Narnia books, the Harry Potter books, the Worst Witch books, even the Mr. Men books, because my 4-year-old is obsessed with the Mr. Man books at the minute, but they're a series. I suppose I should say the children's book I wrote, so Nature Girl versus Worst Nightmare. That's 3. That's just me being cheeky. You see all the children's books I've got in here. Spot the Dog is down there. Mr. Man is over there. Harry Potter's there. Oh, what have I got here? No, they're all adult books. I've got books everywhere. Oh, that's the one down there is a series. It's a Bambi book, but it's from the Disney releases. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. Definitely Charlotte's Web. Definitely The Snail and the Whale. The Gruffalo is a series again, because it's got Gruffalo and the Gruffalo's Child. I'm thinking Julie Donaldson. Harry McClary is part of a series, because there's Harry McClary and Harry McClary's Bone and all of that. I'm trying to mentally run through my children's bookcases, because they've got 2 long shelves in their bedroom that's like the length of the room, and we've got a tall children's bookcase in the living room, and then we've got boxes full of books. We're nerds. Boxes full of books. And I'm just trying to, in my head, like mentally run along them. Pooh Bear series. I'm reading Pooh Bear to the 4-year-old at the minute. Oh, I'm reading the Ichabod to the 8-year-old, and that is not a series, so I'll stick that in there because that's really good. Just trying to. They're a series. Peter Rabbit series. Nancy Drews are all series. Worst Witches series. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I hate doing these because I can never do it. I get real agitated in case I forget really good things. Okay. What are your plans today after you finish filming this video? After I finish the video, then we are going to go and take the dog for a walk because my children are today at my mother's, but they're coming home before lunch. So my daughters will get here before lunch, my stepson will get here at lunch, And then it depends really. It's a really hot day, I might mow the lawn and then like just chuck the kids in the garden and let them blow off a bit of steam. Probably. Like ply them with like ice lollies and cold drinks and let them run around. It's half term, so they can play. Let me see. Okay. How do you take your coffee? I have a reputation for liking coffee and I can't figure where it came from. Let me just have another sip of coffee just to ease my mind. I take it hot and frequently. I can drink it black, but I prefer not to. I usually have it with oat milk. And if I can't have oat milk, then I have like fully skimmed red top milk, because if the milk's got too much milk in it, I feel goofy. So I prefer oat milk and red milk if I can't have it. But yeah, I like it strong and with milk. Okay. Cats are everywhere. They might cause chaos in a minute. Oh my gosh! This is, okay, top 5 science fiction movie franchises. Okay. 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 Alien. Aliens. Because, like, there's, like, they somehow, the Alien ones. The Terminator ones. Oh, shit. The Star Wars ones. The Star... Oh, do I want to put the Star Trek ones? I do. I like the Star... No, I prefer the Star... Oh. Oh, Lord. I never can brain properly. The Jurassic Park movies are definitely science fiction, aren't they? I was sort of in my head going like, oh, it has to be sort of in space or like be killer robots. But it does not. It does not. So the Jurassic Park movies, that would be my number 1. The Terminator movies would be number 2. Alien movies, number 3. Star Wars movies, probably my number 5, because I like those less than everybody else. I like them fine, but not as much. But what would I put in number 4? What would I put in number 4? Oh, my brain. My brain. Oh, I can never do these. I get so, like, my brain both, like, screams, like, all these different things at me that I'm like, oh, it could be that, 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 and kind of farts, so I can't find any of the answers clearly enough, even though my brain is screaming them at me. Leave it with me. Alright, one more. Why did you drop the numbers from your Ask Me Anything videos? I didn't know I had. To be honest, I didn't know I had. I will endeavour to put them back. So, I have done a bunch of questions. I have done a lot of questions today where I did this a lot, like, I can't think. I blame the heat. I'd have the window open to get some fresh air in because I'm just so hot. But the dog, honestly, every time, I swear, I open that window and the big dog 2 streets over just starts like yelling, and I'm like, well, now no one can hear me. So I shut the window again, but honestly, I'm roasting. So, thank you so much for joining me for another Ask Me Anything. I'm going to put my hair up because, oh, like it's like a blanket on my back, just like heating me up. So, just going off on one now. Thank you so much for joining me for another Ask Me Anything. I will be back again next week as normal on Monday with another Ask Me Anything. I try not to take time off if I can help it, but sometimes it's just not possible. I'll be back on Wednesday with writing advice and Friday with writing advice. So yeah, come catch me up. Don't forget, if you go to my website, you can find links to all my social medias. If you want to bring me questions over there, you can. Or if you just want to chat to me, talk to me about stories, I'm on the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Instagrams. I'm on TikTok now, believe it or not. I try and TikTok. I'm not very good at it, but I try, and that counts. So yeah, and yeah, thank you very much, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.